Please stand for the flag salute. Salute. Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Grizzlies! I'm Cynthia. And I'm Alex. Today is Monday, April 29th. We're on an even period schedule. Attention CSF members. Dues and fees for graduation merchandise is due tomorrow. Veronica checked in with our seniors for some tips for our freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Let's have a look.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Veronica Beckman. As the school year comes to a near end with anticipated excitement for our senior class, here's some interviews with a few of our top seniors, as they give advice to the underclassmen of how high school has impacted their future careers and how their high school experience was impacted. Come on, let's go.
Some advice I can give to underclassmen is to not really care what other people think, like about their reputation and stuff, because you're just living this life for yourself, and you don't really want to care like how many likes someone gets or whether or not someone's dating whoever. It just depends on you, and like you want to go through your life living for yourself. And I would give advice to underclassmen to just basically live for themselves.
Would probably just be aware of everything that you have to do. Be really on top of your work and doing your SAT stuff and stuff like that, especially if you want to go to college. Be really aware of everything that you have to do for that process.
Okay, so my advice for juniors would be take everything in, live in the moment, and sleep, because once you're a senior, you don't really sleep, so just take advantage of every single moment and sleep, because sleep is important.
So I feel like high school has prepared me for my future career, because in a way high school has kind of taught me how to really like learn how to live and connect with other people, and you can use those skills obviously in the real world, and it also teaches you like just simple things that you might need for later, like even though you might not think you need the algebra, like it'll turn up sometime later in the future and you're just like, oh, at least I knew that.
It's kind of preparing me for college in the way of all the classes that I take have been challenging, and you really want to do that, is just challenge yourself, and you have to be willing to kind of challenge yourself and experience new things and stuff like that, which is something I really want to do with my career, is just challenge myself and be more open.
My freshman year, I wasn't involved in sports. However, my sophomore year, I joined cross country, and from then, I got really involved in running and taking care of my body, which is how I got into wanting to major in kinesiology. Taking like courses of physiology and psychology, they have all impacted me towards my college career. So my advice would be take as many courses as you want and things that interest you, so that you can find your passion.
So I think in high school, I don't really have any regrets, because looking back, all these choices that I made kind of reflects and made me who I was. And so even though I took these rigorous AP courses, it'll still help me, and I'll become more determined to work harder in other things, and all these like relationships or mistakes that I made to, and help me learn to apply them to future relationships. And so I feel like having those no regrets in this high school, it makes me just a better person in general, and I'm just glad that I experienced everything that I did.
High school has impacted me in that I've met a lot of new people, and I've just made lifelong bonds that I know with everyone I've met, and all these connections I've made that I'll have them for a lifetime. So I think that's the most impact that high school has had for me.
Over the course of 4 years, I have learned a lot of life lessons, procrastination, studying, tests, mental breakdowns, but through all of this I have learned to just persevere and just be yourself, because you just have to believe in yourself, because you're the first person who can tell yourself that you can do something. What I have learned is to believe in myself and just persevere and follow what I want to do.
High school has allowed us to find ourselves and discover our desired passions for the future. Seniors, I wish you luck on finishing the end of the year strong and continue to cherish your high school memories with one another. Thanks for watching.
America's had some fun with our fellow Grizzlies taking the Being Boozled challenge. Oh, some of those are gross, right?
Hey Grizzlies, my name is Americus and I'm here with the Stephanie and Margarita, and today we're doing the Bean Boozled challenge. Now if they swallow the whole bean, then they get a point, and if they spit it out, they get no point. So we're going to go ahead and do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, okay. Toasted marshmallow or stink bug, so you guys need to try this one right here. For the second challenge, since both of them both spit it out, nobody has any points. And we're going to go ahead and let Stephanie spin. So the one that she got was Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. Okay, so that's 1 point for Stephanie and 0 points for Margarita. And now it's Margarita's turn to spin again. Coconut or spoiled milk? Spoiled milk. Spoiled milk. Okay, so we're still with Stephanie with 1 point and Margarita with 0 points. And this is the final round. So Margarita, go ahead and spin. Birthday cake or dirty dishwasher? So now that is a Stephanie with 2 points and Margarita with 0, and that is the final of the Bean Boozled challenge.
I won, Margarita.
Be quiet.
That is dumb.
Portable Subways Reading is an annual event. This is our 20th year. Margaret Slattery was a reading teacher that started this in the hopes that getting books into kids' hands would help them be successful in school. And anyway, we've been doing this for 20 years. We have different schools and communities set up booths. Kids, children, students go around to the different booths and have a book read to them and some kind of activity or theme is. So some of the booths we had this year were Dr. Seuss, the police officers, we had the animal shelter, we had all the different schools. Then Monachi always comes and does a really big job with several booths, and this time is Wreck-It Ralph, only you made it Read It Ralph. And so they had different activities and things. We had, for the first time, we had E&M Reptile family come and show off all their reptiles and critters.
With a nice crowd, I'm going to check out some really cool animals. We travel all over the valley doing our hands-on program, and so we start with things like the bugs, the Chinese walking sticks, kind of get the heebie-jeebies out. And then we move on to something a little more fun, the frogs. They're always hoppy, they're never sad. And after that, we talk about how important it is to do reading and research before you get any animals as a pet, and to leave wild animals alone. And that brings us to our reptiles. You'll check out animals like Froggy, the bearded dragon, and Aiden, the Savannah monitor lizard. And we always like to finish every show with everybody's favorite reptile, the snakes. I do not bring anything venomous to our programs, but I do work with venomous snakes. All our snakes today are hands-on though, and so we start with something little like a corn snake, and these are John and Diane. They're albino corn snakes. And then we always finish the show with a really big snake like Thor, our albino Burmese python. Believe it or not, he's still just a baby. Try to picture him 13 feet longer, 5 times thicker. That's pretty scary.
Couldn't do without the Pathway students coming in and helping us cart chairs out and carpet squares and hand out books and set up pop-ups and help at booths and do all kinds of wonderful things here at our park.
That's a wrap! This has been vital information for your everyday life.